Hey YouTube, Connor3548 here. I'm here to give you a new video. Hopefully it'll be a new web series, and as you noticed by the title, this says The Truth About. It's gonna be a web series where I give you honest opinions and possible truth of what things actually are. Now, I've been on the web a lot, and I understand a lot of people will say, oh, this guy is very antisocial, he must have autism or Asperger's, or this guy is very stupid, so must be retarded or Down syndrome. And it got to the point where autism has been slurred to the point of it being called a retardation thing. And I want you to let you know that I've looked it up, I've watched it, I even know a person with Asperger's, and it's not a mental retardation thing. It might not make you quick to the point, in fact it took me a while to understand stuff, but nonetheless, it's not a mental retardation. Whoever told you that is either an idiot themselves, or they're so self-righteous and thought to the point where they're smarter than everybody else, to the point where they think, oh, well, autism is a brain thing, therefore it must mean retardation. It's not. Okay? Get that out of your head. I'm sick and tired of morons on the internet, trolls even, maybe not even trolls, saying, oh, autism is something, so let's say it's a retardation thing. It's not. I have autism, and I'm not stupid. I'm, in fact, infuriated by someone who will use a thin term of antisocial things. Now, my mom will probably tell me different versions of autism, and will slowly turn to different things. It's a learning disability to one subject of knowledge at school, and it's also an antisocial thing. I don't feel comfortable around random strangers. Happy? I don't like random strangers. If I get on a bus, I don't feel comfortable around people. I'll look at them and look back and forth. I'll be like, what is this guy thinking about? What are these guys thinking about? I will feel that way. A lot of you, if you don't feel that way, then that's an autism thing. And I can imagine someone will say, oh, my autistic son drew this really crappy picture. He has autism. I know, right? It's not autism. Your son must have Down syndrome or something. Down syndrome and retardation is two different things. Compared to autism, it's different compared to autism and Asperger's. Now, dyslexia is very thin above the intelligence level, above autism. I have autism. And that's very slightly above the other type of autism, Asperger's. And that's very above the levels of Down syndrome, and that's above the level of retardation. Don't believe me? I have autism and I'm smarter than you, I bet. I know the Greek alphabet, forwards and backwards. Recite it for me. If you can recite that first hand, like 10 seconds you were into the video, recite that and I guarantee you're smarter than me. No? No? What's the Doppler effect? Still don't know what it is? How about you come up with different terms instead of using words that some prick on the internet used and they eventually got to the point where they thought it was actually true. In that case, you might as well think Urban Dictionary is 100%. You might as well think Wikipedia never changes on its facts. You gotta be the biggest fool on earth. You might as well think WWE is real and UFC is fake. Sincerely, you gotta be the stupidest person on the planet to think autism, WWE, and stuff like that is true and especially about the autism being a retardation thing. It's not. I have autism. I'm smarter than you, I can imagine. I'm currently thinking about getting a job in the future of experimenting with experimental physics about multiversal travels of alternative universes with devices that could trigger and create specific holes, like portals, kind of like wormholes, but not like wormholes. I'm hoping to work on this stuff in my future. What are you working on in your future? Or the future you already have? Which is a fat guy sitting on a computer desk saying, I think this means stupid, so yeah, let's go with stupid. You might as well get the Xbox One. Sorry, I like the PS4 better, but I like Xbox and PlayStation equally. And the Xbox One does look interesting with Halo 4, Halo 5 teaser, and the whole Dead Rising 3 thing, but to be honest, I'm more of a PlayStation 4 guy. I've been with it for years. I got the Xbox 360 like last year. Nonetheless, there is a huge difference between autism and Down syndrome. Autism is an antisocial thing. It means I don't feel comfortable around talking with random strangers. I feel partially comfortable if I talk to them and I know what they sound like and what they look like, and to the point where I know how they talk and treat other people. And I especially don't feel comfortable around people that will proclaim they're smarter than me because they're not me. I'm not smarter than you, I can imagine, but if you're one of those idiots that think, autism must be a retardation, yeah. Again, recite the Greek alphabet. No? How about explain the Doppler effect? No? I'm currently hoping to get a job after graduating a university, getting a master's degree in physics and engineering. And again, hoping to work on a big project of multiversal travel. And I'm hoping to be one of those famous people in the future, like the Wright brothers, who said, "Oh, it was absurd to fly. Now we have freaking space travel." You know, Albert Einstein had autism, and for the record, he did not invent electricity. There's no such thing as inventing electricity. He discovered and he passed on the theory of relativity, which is MC equals square, which again is kind of a tested theory. But if you want the actual truth, Benjamin Franklin was electrocuted when he flew his kite with a key. So in retrospect, he discovered electricity. He proved that there was electricity. Albert Einstein didn't invent electricity or light bulbs. He clearly tested and created the theory of relativity. Not, oh, he must have invented the light bulb. No, that's a lot of other people. If you think that's true about Albert Einstein inventing electricity, then you have no right to say you're smarter than me. A kid with autism. Autism is an antisocial thing. I'll give you symptoms of autism. It's autism symptoms like, see, I do OCD things. OCD is a sign of autism. Looping is a sign of autism. OCD, see, I just gave you a little pun of that. What else? Oh yeah, and being really quiet, talking differently than everyone else. A lot of stuff are like that, or compared to differently from autism to other stuff. If you see a kid sitting in a chair, slightly drooling, and you think he has autism, you're the biggest idiot on the planet. If you see a kid sitting alone quietly, and if you talk to him, he sounds slightly different, and he seems to have OCD, it gets to the point where he admits he has autism, he has autism. Not some kid sitting in a chair. That's Down syndrome. So I want you to spread the word on this too. If anyone says autism is a mental retardation, get that out of your head. I want you to realize that it's not. A couple of idiots on Hollywood, like, yeah, Hollywood's obviously true. I feel like video games give a better real life example than freaking Hollywood, by the way. Oh yeah, Hollywood's obviously true. Morons and pricks on the internet is obviously true. They know what they're talking about. Wikipedia never changes, and Wikipedia actually has evidence of what autism really is. I would not be infuriated like this if I had autism or not. I suppose because of autism I'm a little more anger prone, but that's not the case. I can imagine someone, you know how someone will send in a video or picture saying, "My autistic son drew this. He must be really stupid." He's not stupid. He must, again, have something like Down syndrome. Look. I'm thinking of a cool idea for a video game. This is a map of a zombie apocalyptic area, and it has zones of it scanned out. Red means you can't enter the house. Green means you can. A specific type of purple means it's bed, so you can save there. Specific shade of purple means high or low areas. And green means enterable areas. Blue, I didn't think of an idea for blue, but again, stuff like that is very specific. So again, a kid like this, kid with autism, drew this. Still think it's stupid? What do you think of this axe? I made it just today. This knife. So I'm getting scratchy with my knife skills. I'm affected differently via vision. This is kind of the poster for an idea for a video game character, Razor. And I know you can't see him clearly, but again, it's very specific, color shaded, everything. And an autistic kid drew that. To be fair, I'm a high-functioning autistic, but it means I'm actually not that totally uncomfortable around other strangers. If you still feel like you're superior in intelligence and think autism is mental retardation, it's not. Okay? Get that out of your head. It's not. If you meet someone that says it is, look on all the things he says. If he's stupid enough to say, oh, WWE is real, Albert Einstein invented electricity, then you should never listen to him in the first place. I'd be surprised why you would have him as a friend. I can imagine he would also say, oh yeah, in the Christian Bible it says God is capable of being destroyed. No, it's not. You need to get that out of your head to understand that it's no possible. Not possible. It's physically impossible. Whoever gave you information like that, you should never get information via him. P.S. Via means by. In case you feel like, oh, I don't know what via is. It must be an autistic thing. It's not. Via means by. You should never get your information via him, and he probably gets information from like a freaking dumpster or homeless guy on the internet or something like that. You need to understand that if an arrogant idiot doesn't know what he's saying, if a prick just acts like he's a know-it-all, then there's a difference. That's the truth about autism. It's not mental retardation. Again, I have autism, and I'm not mentally retarded. I'm infuriated by idiots. There's a difference between autism and retarded. There's a difference between Asperger's and Down syndrome. You need to understand that and spread the word of this video too. Let everyone know that there's no such thing as being an autistic retard just by the autistic part. Have you ever thought it's funny that autistic sounds similar to artistic? Yeah. My brother told me that, to be honest. But anyone that tries to let you down and you have autism and tries to make you feel bad, and anyone that ever treats you like a special child when you're not, when you can function like a regular person out in the world, you need to understand. I want you to remember this. This video is true. Autism is a mental retardation. It's not something every kid needs help with. It's something that I need to move on by. I'm getting help from other people whether or not I need it. I do not need help. I don't find it necessary. But I'm going with it just to make sure my parents are happy. It's like dating sites. So I want you to remember this. Spread the word about this video. Let everyone know. If you meet a kid with autism and he's sitting in a chair and he's drooling a little bit, it's because he probably has Down syndrome or retardation or something like that. Something else wrong with his head. If a guy's antisocial, doesn't like you because whether or not he knows you, possibly because he doesn't know you, and he doesn't feel like talking to you, or he doesn't show signs, and he sounds different, and he does OCD things, that's autism. That's the truth about autism. Spread the word of this video and move it on. Thank you. Goodbye.